Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with Jackson Browne, Fountain of Sorrow, live. This was a request by Jim. Thanks so much. Looking forward to this one. Jackson Browne, I've only heard 2 songs, but what incredible writing. And I believe this is generally to be believed it's about his breakup with Joni Mitchell. I had no idea about that. I don't think it's confirmed, but it's believed to be. But let's just listen to the song and check out some of this writing, because this man is a top-notch writer and performer as well. So
this is an old song. This song about somebody that I used to go out with and a long time ago, and we broke up, and then I didn't see her for a while, and then I saw her again after a long absence, and she was really amazing, really beautiful. You know how you remember all the good stuff. You remember all the bad stuff instead of going like. So I wrote her this song, and but as time went on, as the years went on, it turned out to be quite a bit more generous a song than she deserved.
Ooh. So yeah, that's probably alluding to that then, and I don't know what happened. I just want to focus on the music itself and maybe the surrounding drama or whatever happened. You know, I might find that out afterwards when people let me know in the comments. That's perfectly fine, but I'm glad that I don't know too much beforehand, because, you know, just to have the song stand on its own, right? And sometimes you come in with biases towards something if you already know what happened, or, you know. Fountain of Sorrow, by the way, is a great title. That speaks to the imagination. Fountain of Sorrow is just spouting out sorrow almost. Oof, that's a visual.
I found inside a drawer. I was taken by a photograph of you. There were 1 or 2 I know that you would have liked a little more. But they didn't show your spirit quite as true. You were turning round to see who was behind you, and I took your childish laughter by surprise. And at the moment that my camera happened to find you, there was just a trace of sorrow in your eyes. Now the things that I remember seem so distant and so small. Oh, it hasn't really been that long a time. What I was seeing wasn't what was happening at all. Although for a while our past it seemed to climb. But when you see through love's illusions, there lies the danger. And your perfect lover just looks like a perfect fool. So you go running off in search of a perfect stranger, while the loneliness seems to spring from your life, fountain from a pool. Fountain of sorrow, fountain of light. You've known that hollow sound of your own steps in flight. You've had to hide sometimes, but now you're alright. And it's good to see your smiling face tonight.
Wow. Again, very, very poetic, prose-like lyrics, man, in this song. Love his voice in this one, and all the music, and it's great to see the artists on stage, actually playing the instruments. That's always cool. And then seeing the backup singer, joining in at certain parts, it gives an extra layer of just a full sound, to the song. And wow, just the visuals you get from the beginning of the song, telling the story about looking at photographs and one catching your eye. We all know that, one, he suspects, like, yeah, this might look a little bit flattering, or you would think this one is more, sometimes we have photos, like we look at ourselves, hey, yeah, I look good at this one, but somebody else, but that's not your true spirit. That's what he's saying. Like, this is the one that I caught you off guard. You're looking behind you, and I see a glint of sorrow in your eyes, and then like going into when you see through love's illusions, and that's where the danger lies. Your perfect lover seems like the fool, and now like your image of them is gone. And then he's saying, like, you go running off and search for a perfect stranger. Oof, that's not good. While the loneliness, that's a great line. While the loneliness seems to spring from your life like a fountain from a pool. Wow. Meaning, like, a pool is like a reserve, right, of water, and the fountain that comes to the surface, that spouts out, like, meaning this loneliness is so deep rooted inside you. It's just a pool of loneliness inside you, but now it's starting to spout out. It's starting to come to the surface. It's the loneliness is so big, the pool is so big that it now has to come out as well. That's amazing, a visual line, and just a representation of emotions that are stirring inside now coming to the surface. Very, very great line, man. And Fountain of Sorrow, a Fountain of Light, and that hollow sound of your own steps in flight, of running from your problems, maybe, or running away from the relationship. You had to hide some now, but now you're all right. Whew, wow. Again, the writing, top notch, man.
While the future's there for anyone to change, still it seems it would be easier sometimes to change the past. I'm just 1 or 2 years and a couple of changes behind you, and my lessons at love's pain and heartache school. Well, if you're 53 and you need something to remind you, there's this loneliness raining up from your life, like a fountain from a pool. Fountain of sorrow, fountain of light. You've known that hollow sound of your own steps in flight. You've had to hide sometimes, but now you're alright. And it's good to see your smiling face tonight. Fountain of sorrow, fountain of light. You've known that hollow sound of your own steps in flight. You've had to struggle and you've had to fight to keep understanding and compassion in sight. Got the right, but you go on smiling, so clear and so bright.
Oh, Austin City Limits. This is Austin City Limits. I've done a few reactions, I think, of performances set there. Maybe Martina McBride, maybe Chris Stapleton. I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of performances. That's a festival that's been going on for a while, right? Awesome. That's great, man. Cool performance. Really enjoyed him seeing him live and hearing him live and playing the piano. The guitar was sounded great as well, and the backup singer, drums, awesome stuff. But the lyrics, man, there's some very, very thought-provoking lines in there. He's talking about, for you and me, it may not be that hard to reach our dreams, but that magic feeling never seems to last. That might be just talking terms in career-wise. Like, we can have success, like career success, materialistic success, monetary success, but that magic doesn't last very long and compared to love and true relationships, right? And I think the sooner you reach financial success, the sooner you can realize that, maybe, because they have the perspective like, oh, I thought this would bring me happiness, and now the thing that I thought would bring me this magical feeling, it really doesn't. It was more relationship that gave me that feeling, but that's gone now. So that's a nice way of saying that. And while the future is there for anyone to change, still, it seems it would be easier sometimes to change the past. That is so true. Usually we think about our future that is the most easy to change, but it's actually easier to change your past. And we do it so many times without even knowing it. It is so true. That is amazing. And that is actually a concept that I've been contemplating a lot just in the past months, to explore that as well, for myself, but also in my own writing. That's crazy, actually, that this line sums up exactly what I've been thinking about the past month, that it's easier to change the past, to romanticize it, or to only think about the bad things. Your memories aren't really what you think of it, and just as humanity, sometimes we do it too, crazy. And changing your future is actually harder than one would think. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. This dude was really a great observer, from going from The Pretender. I saw that in his writing, just the observation of humanity and human behavior. And this thing, that blows my mind, because it's literally been on my mind the past month. Whew. Yeah, man. And that there's loneliness springing up from your life like a fountain from a pool. That's an amazing line too that I'm going to be thinking about. That's great writing in this. Once again, Fountain of Sorrow is a title already great on its own, man. Yeah, it was definitely delivered upon on that title, the whole song. Awesome. Thanks so much for this one. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day. Peace.